Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. I just thought that I should show you guys the reality of a Saturday, which is I stay in bed, Zach brings me a coffee, and I get visits from puppies. So this is the reality. It's 9:30. I'm almost done editing. It's a bit of a shorter video again yesterday. Our tree came yesterday. It came in 2 huge boxes. So we're definitely setting up the tree today. And I think I definitely need to bake some cookies. I'm thinking I'm going to make the chewy molasses cookies that I pointed out earlier in the week and freeze half of them and bake some just for us to have here this week. I think that sounds like a great Saturday plan. So, oh my goodness, look at this dog. Hi, Rev. You comfy. Hi. Hi. I am also planning on staying in my Christmas pajamas all day. I love these PJs. They're very comfy. I bought them this year at Superstore. Man, I'm so slouched. This is weird. I also haven't done my advent yet. I'm waiting until my video is exporting and then I'm going to do my advent. I'm going to have breakfast and I am going to set up the tree. I'm so excited. What movie should I watch while I set up the tree? I can see our TV from there, so it should actually be one that I like, but I'm not ready for like the hard hitters yet. I don't want to watch Love Actually yet. I really like the Santa Claus. That could be a good one to have on while I'm doing the tree. That's probably what I'm gonna do today. Anyway, what a great Saturday. Yesterday, if you watched my video, we went out for dinner to Din Tai Fung in Vancouver, and I didn't show our dessert because we were rushing. We were 15 minutes away from the Orpheum Theater where we were watching the show, and it was like we were in crunch time. But we got these chocolate steam buns filled with like molten chocolate lava. Oh my goodness. I think that they were delicious. And I wish that I could have savored it more. And I'm gonna have to figure out how to find more of those a little closer to home and not a 2-hour drive away. So I'm gonna finish editing now and then, you know, get on with my festivities today. Oh, I'm so excited for today. It's gonna be a great day. Right, Ruby? Is it gonna be a great day? It's 11 a.m. and I'm finally out of bed. I'm gonna put some bacon in the oven. The other day I made egg, bacon, toast sandwiches, but then ate them like 4 hours later for lunch because we took them with us somewhere. And it was so good that I'm gonna toast my toast now and hope it gets a little bit soft before my sandwich is ready. It was so good. I'm trying to get that feeling of breakfast, lunch, it's lunch. And then last night at the show, so many people had popcorn and it smelled so good and we didn't buy any. And I was like, hey, I know that tomorrow afternoon I'm going to be making and eating some popcorn. So after I'm done lunch, I will probably do that. Rivy was just cuddling with me the whole time, so I didn't leave my bedroom even once I was done everything I was gonna do. I usually get out of bed by like 9:30, 10, so 11 feels good. I still freshened up, but kept the PJs on. That feels like the way to do it on tree setup day. These huge boxes. We were a little bit worried because they came separately, so we thought that they might have forgotten one and we were only getting one, but they both came. So that's the plan for today. I'm watching Mia Maples and her mom open some advent calendars. That's what I was doing in bed. I'm going to light the smelly candle. Maybe I should do that now. You know what? First thing I'm going to do is put bacon in. And then when Zach's done showering, I'll open my next present. I have 2 days of puzzles to do today. Oh, it's going to be such a good day. I love Saturday. I love it. I should be drinking some water. I have not had any water in the past, like, too long. 24 hours, probably. I usually track my water intake and I decided that for December I would just try to drink 1 of these a day and then have my regular beverages, and it would probably be pretty close because I am still taking creatine. So I'm not tracking it, but I didn't drink a whole 1 of these yesterday, so I'm gonna do that now. Oh, my brain is just everywhere. My brain is everywhere. Look, I got my hair in a high bun. I have a bobby pin here still, but it's finally getting just long enough that some pieces that used to fall out can stick in there. And I found my red scrunchie and I put in my Christmas tree earrings for Christmas tree day. I thought that was the right call. Zach said he gave me a hint that it's the perfect day to use it and we're setting up the tree, so I thought it was an ornament, but then I picked up the box and he said, yeah, that's not what I thought it was, so he has his days mixed up.
Oh, maybe that is it.
You think they got it in here? You said it's fragile. Unless it's 9.
That's 9.
This is 6. It's making a lot of noises. Is it a puzzle? You don't want me to shake it because I'll know it's a puzzle. These are so cute. Oh, I'm building these immediately. Oh, I should set up the tree first. I'll do these after we set up the tree. Oh my goodness. Those are so cute. Oh, I love Lego. Thank you. Time to fluff. BRB. I'm like halfway done fluffing the tree. Oh my goodness, it's a lot of work. Next year, I'm bringing out this tree November 1st because this amount of work might not be worth it for 3 weeks. And I realized I forgot to light my Christmas candle. So even though we bought a fake tree a few days ago, I bought a Christmas wreath candle so that we can still have the smell of a real tree. So I'm gonna light that. I love the first light of a candle because you're supposed to leave it for like a couple hours, right? I've done this. Can you tell? Does it look different? To me it does. But maybe not on here. I love the pre-lit. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. All right, I think I'm happy with that. I might change some stuff while I put the ornaments on, but overall, I think it's pretty good. I don't know. Anyway, don't think it can get much better. So I got the ornaments out. Disclaimer, we have about 3 times as many ornaments as we need. And that is because for a couple of years, we lived in a loft apartment over top of a barn and we had very high ceilings. So we went all out on our tree when we lived in that house. I'll put in a picture of one of the years that we lived there. And we got a 16-foot tree every time. So we have a lot of ornaments and I am unwilling to get rid of them because I feel like in the future there might be a time when we have 2 trees or have a bigger tree again, I don't know, or an outside tree. I love putting decorations on outside trees. So I've saved all of them. They don't all go on the tree. Should I make a hot chocolate and a snack? Or should I do that after when I'm done as like a success? I'm done. You know what? I'm gonna have a coffee. I'm gonna make a coffee. I'm going to make some popcorn and then I'm going to include a time lapse decorating the tree. Well, the Santa Claus, just so you know, is on in the background. Okay, now I'm going to make my 2 new ornaments and find a place to put them on the tree. This candle is amazing. It actually smells like a Christmas tree in here. I love it. I'm having a great day. These are so cute. I was saying to Zach that the little noses remind me of Pingu. Put them on the tree. Look how cute. Oh my goodness. Another day of saying I'm gonna make cookie dough and lying about it. It's almost 4 o'clock. Just turned on the dishwasher, just cleaning the whole kitchen. Going to go through all of our wrapping paper. I bought 2 new rolls this year because I didn't realize that we had all of these ends still. And Zach bought some wrapping paper for my Advent gifts. He bought these really cute little, they're this short. So they're actually kind of perfect for boxes. So going to go through our current bag and tissue paper wrapping paper bin. kind of organize things a little bit and get it all done. We moved the chair, by the way. We moved the chair so it kind of frames in the room. I thought it was a little in the way, but Zach's right, it does look better. And every day I've talked about finishing my book and I haven't done it, so I'm gonna finish my book today. That is my plan, to clean the wrapping paper. I'm gonna clean the bedroom, and then I'm going to read my book for the rest of the day. So I'm feeling restless and productive, and I would love to bake cookies, but if the whole house is clean before I go to bed and I finish a book, I will wake up just wanting to bake cookies, I think, because Zach sleeps in on Sunday morning. So tomorrow I'm getting up with the dogs early, and then I usually just chill. Well, now I'll be editing, but I will bake some cookies tomorrow, and I'll feel really good about it. I also got 2 new pimples that, of course, I popped because I'm an idiot. I thought, let's give you guys a little bit of motivation to clean your own house maybe, and we're gonna start with the counters because I did already do all the dishes, but I can keep going with that. I also found all of my cookie tins, and I gotta figure out what to do with those. Oh, I also said this morning I have to drink my whole thing of this because I'm very thirsty, and it's probably here, and I've had another coffee since then, so actually going to finish this. Currently thinking this is going to end in a cliffhanger that's going to annoy me because I don't see myself wanting to read the next one anytime soon, but that might make me want to. So it's like 9 p.m. I showered around 7 o'clock, and it is so nice to take off your pajamas, shower, and then put on different pajamas. I'm wearing different Christmas pajamas now. And I finished The Stolen Heir like I wanted to. I'm actually just gonna do I want to put this back on? Sure. So I thought we could chat about it a little. I never know what to think when I read 20 pages of a book and then another 20 pages and then more than 200 pages in a day, just because I want to get it over with, which is unfortunately how I felt going into reading today. I needed to put my phone away from me because I kept going on my phone. The ending, I think, made me raise this to a 3.5 stars. I'm gonna give it 3.5. I think I was creeping into boredom in the last half. Just a lot of setup when you kind of know what's gonna happen anyway doesn't really feel worth it. And you did know what was gonna happen the whole time. They're alluding, but outright saying that they don't really trust each other. Our characters, Ren and Oak, don't really trust each other. And they know that the other one's keeping secrets, and you know that something's gonna happen between them. I was annoyed because the reason that was given for not sharing the secret, like, was not worth it, in my opinion. It's not a valid reason, and I think it's a huge plot hole. But I still liked the writing and I liked the story. I just didn't like that that was the plot and it was missing pieces. But there's also other shocking things that happen at the end that I found really interesting. So that kind of counterbalanced it a little bit for me. I also didn't really want to root for any of the characters. I think that the story was good and the writing was good, but I think that the characters were a little bit weak, which is unfortunate. I always write favorite characters in my reading journal when I've done a book, and I thought about writing Ren. I was like, you know what? There were some things that I didn't really like about her. I was rooting for her, but only because she was the main character, not because I've cared to root for her that much. And Oak, I feel like could have been a little bit more charming. I don't know. Because she's like, throughout the whole book, she's like, oh, there's just something that leads me over to him. And I think it's just because he's so charming and he wins me over. And I'm like, but you're not really, the author was not really showing us what he was doing to be charming. I don't know. But other than those things, I think that the magic system and the world was actually way better set up in this book than it was in the Cruel Prince trilogy, which I really enjoyed. I read it, like I said, 3 years ago, but I remember really enjoying it. But this, I think, was even better. Just a little more fleshed out and easier to follow. I thought it was good, not great, glad to be done. And then I was looking at my December TBR that we picked, what, 2 days ago? And I was like, crap, a lot of them are fantasy and I don't know if I'm in the mood for fantasy, but I also don't want to read the classic. I could read the library book, but it's not available for me yet. And what was the other option? Dictionary of Lost Words, I think I'd like to read later in the month. I'm not sure. And I think Wild Side I might do in a day next weekend and just kind of read that together. I was so close to choosing House of Sky and Breath, the second book in the Crescent City series, but I think going in with a long one when I kind of am slumpy and took like a week to read this book that's half the length might not be the move. So I chose The Elite by, who even writes this? Kira Cass. I read the first book and then the first novella, so the selection, and forget if the first novella, I think it's The Prince. And this is going to be me deciding whether I continue this series or not, because the selection, I thought it was fun. I like the dystopian vibes. I like the idea of like a Bachelorette-esque situation, but I don't think it was that well executed, but I thought maybe it will improve in this book. So if I like this, I'll keep going with the series, and if I don't, I won't. So I'm gonna read this next. I think it's about the same length as this. I'm not sure because it's on a Kindle, but I'm pretty sure it's like 350 pages. So much better than the one that's almost 800, even though that is what I feel like reading. No, I'm gonna read the selection first. Sorry, The Elite. I'm gonna read The Elite first. I think I'm going to sign this off here, say goodnight, but thanks for coming, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.